Hello again, students. Welcome to another lesson using www.sketchup.com. And by popular demand, I've been asked to make a demo on how to do the space station. And the space station will be able to be used as both a toy and an element on your space-themed book cover or poster. So without further ado, let's make a space station. Navigate to the sketchup.com landing page, then go up to the upper right corner where you see the little person logo and select it, My Apps. You're going to navigate to the free version using your Google account. And you move quickly, and then you see the familiar red logo. And then create new, simple template, feet in inches. First thing to do is go to the right, bottom, second up, model info button, model info tab, and then you see format. You want to change that to decimals, leave the precision as it is in decimals, and then I'm going to change this snap interval to like 0.01 this time, and then again, enter key to lock it in. Select the 5'8" lady and hit the delete key to remove her. Go to the fourth tool up on the right. That's the scenes tab, and always model in parallel projection. That's the second key right where my cursor is. Click, and then you see the front view of the house. Use that to front view, and then use the pan tool to move your cursor down and to the right, left. Now the first thing I do is do a central axis line for the inside of your space station. So I'm going to click on the y-axis and the origin point and click up and move up, and then as I go up, I'm just going to enter 12 on my keypad and then the enter key, which gives me a 12-inch line. And then I'm going to have a lot of fun with this and just make this. The better you zoom in, the more detail you get with these different patterns. So I'm just having fun with the shape. And again, periodically you can place yourself in different position. But no, this is my space station profile. And now I always go back to the circle tool and add usually 3 circles for my own space station, but you can also look on the internet for retro space station and get inspiration from the images you see. So there's 1 circle, and maybe I'll put 1 here, maybe just 2 this time, and then say a 0.5 size circle there. Enter. That seems nice. Maybe a 3rd one down here. How about that? And then a circle, and again, use the keypad. And I actually see 0.5 as radius right now, so click. There you go. Now I'm going to use the orbit tool. It's down the bottom right, left that is, and then I'm going to pull and bring my profile to an upright position, and there's my red x-axis, my blue y-axis, and I'll see my green z-axis, almost vertical but off to the right just a bit. And at this point I'm going to go make a circle, and I've discovered the reason why you want the blue circle is because that is a blue circle that goes around the y-axis. And so then I click at that origin point with a blue circle, click and drag, and possibly you'll see a position where you'll be able to lock in that circle, and then you'll know you've done it right if you have a blue circle like that. Then you want to use the follow me tool. So it's under the push pull tool. So there's your push pull tool, and then under that, the second one down is the follow me tool. And so again, the thing to do is take a focus right here where this circle meets this red line. That's about where you're going to want to place your cursor in order to get this profile to revolve around and be seamless without any lines in it. So first you select the profile and then put your cursor right there, and it cycles around for you. As you can see, now I'm going to orbit for you, and you get that. Now you're going to do it again with each of the circles. So again, I'm going to select the follow me tool, select this circle, and then go down here to this circle where it meets the red line, and then click, And there you go. You get a nice round follow me. And now I'm going to do it again right here. Click and create another donut right there. Click. There it is. And finally, last time, remember, you can use this orbit tool in between to position it so that you're able to get all the parts of your profile. So go back to the follow me tool. Remember, I'm going to zoom possibly. Select your profile and then go right here and then see where that circle meets that red line. Click. And that locks in a nice follow me. And there you go. There's a space station. And also, I want you to remember, go back and select this circle and hit the delete key. And you may have to do it twice, once with the disk and once with the circumference of the circle. So you select it again with this arrow key in the upper left. You select the circle and then you hit delete on the keypad and it gets rid of it. And that's essentially what your space station could look like. And so I'm going to just navigate to, as I said, to get inspiration. This is where I got the ideas from, looking up retro space station. And there's a good example of a retro space station. You know, there are different ones. Here's another example. See? So that's where I got the inspiration. And the profile and design is up to you. It's design and modeling. The next thing I want to do, though, is find some lighting to go on the space station. So here I am. I'm at the Google search engine, and I'm going to type in random light pattern and look for images. And sometimes you find what you want right away. I kind of like this one, or possibly this one. I used random light pattern as my search statement. I happen to like that one, so I'm going to right click, save image as, and of course I'm going to save it on this PC under downloads, and I'm just going to call it Space Station Lights and call it a JPEG and then save. And as you see down the bottom left there, Space Station Lights, it's PNG. It's in my downloads folder. So now I'm going to close. And I return back to my space station. Then I'm going to select these three lines in the upper left, insert from computer, go to my downloads folder. There's my space station lights. Click open as image, and advising you to put it off to the side, not on your space station, but off to the side at first, and then stretch it out to make sure that it's large enough to cover your space station there. And then I'm going to look at it from top view. I can see that it's selected because there's a blue line around it. So I want to make sure that it's selected. And then I want to go to the move tool and pull that light pattern in front of my space station. And again, look at it from front view, bring it, use the move tool to bring it down there in front of my space station. And then I'm going to actually go back to this arrow tool, make sure that's selected, and then I'm going to right click and explode my image. Okay. Then I'm going to use the orbit tool to orbit, and I'm going to use the paint bucket, but I'm going to first with the eyedropper sample the image, then select where I want those lights to appear in that area there. And then I can see that the image is still selected, so all I have to do is hit the delete key to remove. And then I'm going to go back to my materials search and find maybe a metal and possibly look at like this pattern here. Zoom in and select different things. be detailed. So select your color, use the paint bucket, maybe pick something different. Possibly this, see what happens. And actually rotate my image. So I say that big section in the middle, so I'll select this and paint bucket it on there. Gives it a different effect. It's a space station. Back to a different material here. Yeah, look at that. Look at this. Oh, what does that do? Not much. Anyway, this will be off in the distance, so you're not going to see this space station in great detail. But what I would recommend at this point, and to finalize this, is to go to the Scenes tab, put it in perspective view. Don't be alarmed when it gets small, but zoom back in with your mouse wheel. Go back to the display eyeglasses and turn off accesses. And you don't need to turn back the shadows on for this one, but just save it. Save. Don't forget to select Sketchup folder, Space Station. This is probably my third one. I'm going to call it Space Station 3. And then save here. See, it says saving. And finally go to the Export PNG. And there you go, Export as PNG button. And there it appears, Space Station 3 PNG. That means it's in my Downloads folder. So I go to my Downloads folder and verify it's there. And that is the image that you want to turn in for assignment credit. I hope you have good luck.